I'm Dwight Gow and you're watching Newcastle Fan TV.
We are back. Whiteboard is back, people. A lot of you have been asking where's it been all week, but we are doing the whiteboard. I know some of you like to make fun because I make loads of scribbles and that, but we're here. Just a quick note before we get on that fan cams. It'll also be back the first one of the Premier League season. I know we've done one for the Hellas Verona already, but if you're at the ground, come chat with us. We're going to be just up from the box office. You can't miss one. Me, Will, and the usual gang, and hopefully get some new faces on. Right, we're going to begin though with Spurs. Whoops, Harry Kane's name has just went flying off. Hopefully that happens in the match. So I think because they've got loads of injury crisis in it, and this is a good thing for Newcastle. There is talk down south that he'll play with a wing-back system. So if he goes for the wing-back Pochettino, what he'll see, because normally that Pochettino plays the 4-2-3-1, very similar to Rafa Benitez. So if that was the 4-2-3-1, you would normally have Dyer here, and then a flat-back four. But because they've got injury crisis, I think Eric Dyer will come back, and I think it'll be left to Moussa Sissoko to play at the right wing-back position. Now, it's his return to St James's Park. He's got to get stick. The last thing you want as a Newcastle fan is him to have a wonder game and possibly come up with the winner. It's written for him, isn't it? It literally is written for him. So we expect both fullbacks, as you would expect. Both of them have got loads of lungs, energy. I know Sissoko's not the greatest player in the world, but he's got a set of lungs. He can get up and down that pitch, which defensively, the likes of whoever you're going to pick at the fullbacks, which you think will be Manquillo or Dummett, we'll probably have to keep an eye on them. However, on the positive though, going the other way, Moussa Sissoko will not want to come this way. You'll not want to be up against Christian Atsu, because Christian Atsu has got pace to burn. He's in fantastic form. So weakness and a strength, would you say? I think it's a weakness, me. I really, really do. We are Tottenham TV have said that this man is more key. Yes, you get usual front three, but they've said, the guys who we interviewed said that you stop him from playing, then you'll stop Tottenham from going forward. So that'll be your likes of Isaac Hayden will be going up against him. I wouldn't thought so much it'll be Shelvey. I know Shelvey will be in amongst all of this, but Shelvey will want to try and get a little bit forward. He'll want to get on the ball. So expect probably one of these two to be sitting on Shelvey all game to stop him from playing. And then you talk about the front three. I mean, how the hell do you stop these? I mean, Harry Kane's probably going to be up against Florian Lejeune, and I would think Kieran Clark. It's difficult because he's got a bit of everything. I think he's really, really improved. I really like Harry Kane. I think he's mint. I think he's absolutely mint. He's not so good for England, mind you, but what a talent he is. You can do a bit of everything. You can hold the ball up. You can score. You can take free kicks. Not for England. You can penalties. You can hold it up, turn, pace. He's got a bit of everything. Strength. He's absolutely phenomenal. One hell of a player. And Dele Alli, who we bidded before he chose Spurs over us. Again, he's going to be doing the old system where you'll arrive late, doing the Frank Lampard arrival as well from coming out wide. They'll want to get in the box, float around these areas, picking up the ball, little short passes and so on. And then there's Christian Eriksen. How do you stop him? The technician. Now, he doesn't have great pace. You'll not want to get backwards, of course not. So there's a weakness. However, going this way where you'll cut in from the left and a little bit of tactical awareness, he's fantastic. A dead ball specialist. He can hurt you from distance. And then you've got to look at these. Are these three giants, as I call them, as my pen starts to run out? Are they going to be, if they're playing the flat back three, can we hurt them if Gale doesn't make it, can Mitrovic make himself a bully against these three? I would say one-on-one, definitely. I think Mitrovic has got a 50-50 chance of a cross come in. But against three of them, it's quite difficult. So I think if Dwight Gale is fit, he's the better option, because they'll not want to play against someone who'll spin off and he'll want the crosses in the fox in the box. So speaking of the tune, let's get out and see the tune. Line up 4-2-3-1, not massive surprises there. Elliott, Manquillo at right back because of Yedlin, Lejeune, Clark. I don't think Lascelles will make it. I'd be very surprised if he starts with I know he's just coming back from injury. Paul Dummett, Hayden, Shelvey, Richie on the right. Perez, I think he'll go for Perez in the 10. Atsu, and I think if Gale's fit, he starts. If he's not 100%, he goes with Mitrovic. Right, so I've already touched upon a couple of players how it can hurt Tottenham is, first of all, Christian Atsu. I want to start with him because he's going to be up against whoever plays right back, whether it's Spurs play it 4 at the back or they play at the wing back system. You know what? Give the lad the ball and just run at them. Just literally use your pace, Christian. Get down that byline, whip it in for whoever's in the box, whether it's Gale or Mitrovic. it's a massive strength. It's a problem for Spurs, and we need to capitalise on that. Now, the other one is, of course, where does the play go through? Is John Joe Shelvey. Now, as I was already touched upon, the Spurs, if you stop Shelvey from playing, you're going to stop Newcastle from playing. So, yes, we see Shelvey pick the ball off your centre backs, right, and then you'll spray your Hollywood balls to whoever, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that if it works. But if it's not working, we've seen in pre-season that Shelvey would push a little bit further forward, and Dinamo will look so more dangerous. I think Rafa won't start with that. I think Shelvey will play a little bit further back. Normally, what he in the Championship where he was, and only push a little bit further forward if we need a goal. That's what I think Rafa will go with. I think Matt Ritchie picks himself. When we've talked about Ritchie throughout the Championship, you know he can go up and down as well. But because we're missing DeAndre Yedlin for injury, Manquillo needs to bomb on. Because last season down this side, we were very, very strong with Yedlin. So Manquillo's going to have the job to get down that byline, and that'll allow Ritchie to come inbounds. So we don't lose that fluidity on that side. This side, I think Paul Dummett, just for this game, I'm expecting not to push forward more than what he normally does because of their weakness. For me, Paul Dummett, to stay where you normally are, let this man do his job and run at that defender. Now, when Christian Natcher starts to tire out, Rolando Aarons comes on second half. He's had a great pre-season. He looks in fantastic shape. Jose Perez, he frustrates us. He really does. Siem De Jong keeps the ball. He keeps the possession. So if we're not in a losing position, do expect De Jong to come on because he can keep the ball. You might argue that Diarmi might come in later on to play in one of these two positions. Perez, we'll see, because I don't want to talk too much about Jose Perez at the minute because I'm not a huge fan. Dwight Gill, if he's fit, he starts. He'll need service, as I mentioned, from Atsu, from Ritchie, from Shelvey getting forward. He'll feed off scraps, but on the other hand, if Shelvey is playing your Hollywood balls, expect Gill to spin off. Now, if it's not Gill and it's Mitrovic, and I like it, what I've seen in pre-season, he's got 3 goals in pre-season, all of them tap-ins. Last season, the Championship, he used to hold the ball up here, and then players have gone past him, and Mitrovic can't get back in the box. That was a problem. Now, for me, how I would use Mitrovic this season, use his strengths. We know what his strengths are. Holding the ball up, he's powerful, he's big, he'll want crosses in the box. We need to see more of that. And his goals from pre-season have come from that. However, his positional sense didn't come at this position. Bugger off, Mitrovic. Stay. If you don't touch the ball for 60, 70 minutes, that's fine. How do you think Ruud van Nistelrooy scored his goals? He had one chance and he scored. Yes, Van Nistelrooy's on a way another better level than what Mitrovic is, but that's how I feel if he goes for Mitrovic. If not, Gale starts for me. And, let's make some noise. The Gallagher flags are going to be out. Let's get behind the lads. Big atmosphere, full ground. It's on Sky. Let's just sing our song. Let's hopefully get a performance. If we go down fighting, don't get behind the team. Get behind the team. Sorry, don't go against them. Let's hope we get something from the game. It's been plenty of goals over the weekend. I've got this down as 2-2 on my bet, so I want to know what you think of that. Thanks. See you later. Bye bye.